Hello and welcome to a new spectating Warzone. I'm on holiday in Florida for the next kind of 10 days or so I decided instead of you just having no videos at all from me on the channel, I was going to do some spectating videos, kind of stack them up in advance so you've got some new content every single day. So I'll do the traditional thing and jump to my untimely death at the beginning of this game, and then we'll watch some Caldera. I'm particularly interested today in looking at things like what loadouts are people using, what weapons are people using, because I've seen all kinds of different weapons being used at the moment. I found it really interesting, so I'm kind of intrigued to see what people are using. This is super early in the morning. It's currently 10 to 9 AM on a Monday morning. It's a bank holiday in the UK, which means people aren't at work or school or anything, but it took quite a long while to do matchmaking, so I'm imagining there's going to be quite a range of different abilities in this lobby. It's not going to be all people around my ability or anything like that. It never is if you play early in the morning in Europe. It's like super weird. I hate using LMGs in the Gulag. I really despise it with a passion. But we managed to get him. I just, like, that's just 50-50 luck. Like, I should have tried to drop or something. Right, we will again plummet to our untimely death. I wonder if I can hit the bunker. There's a bunker straight down here. I don't know if I'd be able to. It's over there. I think I'm gonna miss it. Oh yeah, I was quite away from it. At least it showed up in a little bit. So let's do some spectating and see. That's an awful noise, isn't it? And see what people are playing like in this. Okay, so this person is, over in the power plant. I never really go in the power plant anymore. I was like, did at the very beginning when we were looking for stuff because it seemed interesting. But I never really hang around in this area. It's not huge, surprisingly. I always think of power plants as being like massive areas. But the building it's in isn't very big. It's just got lots of floors. He's really checking everything. He's like going through... Why is he meleeing every single door? Is there a good reason to do that? Is he just trying to get someone's attention? Is he trying to make noise? You can just sprint through doors. Why is he meleeing the doors? That's super weird. Just hulking out over here. I don't know if he's heard someone. Like, I can't hear anybody on my headphones or anything like that. Like, this is just... this very angry man running around with a revolving shotgun and a pistol. So he's only picked up one gun so far. Oh no, that door he decided to open quietly. Oh, now he can hear someone. I can hear someone and he's not looking. There's someone like underneath him now. Okay, he's got a gun. He's got a close strike. Oh, that person's just stolen the car, so we're not going to get a fight. And a canister. This guy is level 4, and I'm kind of inclined to believe he might be a brand new player. Like, this could literally be his second game. Especially if he thinks you have to open every door like that. Oh, there we go. Oh my god! I was like, oh yeah, he's probably a new player because he doesn't know how to open doors. And then he just absolutely beams that guy. Like, no problems at all. Okay, he's going for the well gun. I quite like the well gun. He's just checking to see how it fires. So, what do we think? Is this guy new, or is he like a smurf? Is he just reset his account? He's on 2 kills actually, looking at it. So, he'd already got a kill before this. But he's playing very, very bizarrely. Is that going to be the video title? Like, is this guy new or a pro? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not a pro. Like, he's standing around quite a lot and firing randomly into the ground. But he also doesn't seem to be very new. What is he doing? Maybe he's like new to Call of Duty, to Warzone, and he's like... because he's picking up a weird collection of stuff. Like, is the recon drone all that useful in solos? I'm sure I'll probably get a comment now, someone say. Good, just checking to see if he can explode that. I think maybe he hasn't played Warzone for a while, or he's new to Warzone, and he's come from some other game. Maybe something that requires, like, decent aim, you know, he's like... plays a lot of Siege or Counter-Strike Go or something. And so now he's just trying to, like, get to grips with Warzone. I wouldn't do that, mate. Oh, I wouldn't... okay. Is he just using them as binoculars? I mean, maybe that's genius. Oh, there's someone else near him. Just heard him on his right. I don't know if he has headphones on. See, he might see that and think that he needs to stay inside because it isn't very clear. Like, the actual nuke is, like, way over in Lagoon. That guy is very close to him. Okay. Good, just open that door the other way. Oh, he's going to use the drone. He doesn't know how to go down in a drone. There we go. And he's not checking around the area where he was. Instead, he's just flying around. Oh, using the fancy thermals. This is quite nice seeing, like, what does someone who doesn't know how to play Warzone play like? There's that guy who was near him. The guy ran off into the jungle. Okay. I don't think he saw him. This is really, really weird. Oh, there's a little gunfight going off down there at the base of the waterfall. There's the corpse of the guy he killed earlier. I mean, I don't know what to make of any of this. This is super bizarre. Is he gonna pick up a combat shield? Everything's like in slightly slow motion. Yep, he's gonna go for a combat shield. No, Car 98. I think this is the Vanguard Car 98 though, isn't it? So it's like the bad Car 98. It even looks weirdly weedy compared to the other one. It looks narrow. Maybe that's just my imagination because I know that it feels weaker to use. I really hope when Warzone 2 comes out that we don't have integrations with every annual Call of Duty release anymore. I really don't want there to be like multiple Car 98s, multiple MP5s, multiple AK-47s, RPGs and all of that sort of stuff. I personally find it quite confusing. Is he gonna go get his loadout? Will he even have loadouts set up if he's only level 4? Can you even do custom classes at level 4? I know normally in Call of Duty it's like, isn't that like a level 5 thing? But I don't know, maybe he's going to cluster strike his own loadout. And then, I mean, I suppose someone could be on there. Okay, he's gonna run into his own cluster strikes. No, not like this. I quite wanted to watch you. Okay, no, apparently he just got incredible good luck. Okay, oh, there's a guy, there's a guy. No, he's dead. Yeah, he's utterly dead. Well, that was interesting to watch that level 4 player, but let's go see what this guy's like. So, that guy running through the Nebula 5 gas ammo. That ammo is super annoying. So this is 420 Ribbo, and he's got a weed emblem and a weed cooling card, and he's level 205 for 2 kills. So he should know what he's doing. He wants everyone to know that he's into drugs, just in case anyone wasn't sure. He's like really kind of, he wants everyone who casually interacts with him in a video game to know that this guy is into that. It's weird that you don't get like, I mean, I don't know, maybe you do, but I haven't seen emblems and stuff that people show off a lot to be like, hey, I drink beer, or it's like, it's a weird kind of thing, like, I use painkillers a lot. It's a weird kind of thing that people get very proud of. I find it weird. So what's this guy using? That is a sniper rifle. I don't know if that was the Car or the Swiss. It's the Swiss. And then the Farah. Interesting to see the Farah. I haven't even thought about the Farah for weeks, months maybe. I haven't heard anyone talking about the Farah. This is what I'm talking about when like people go on about like, oh, you know, the meta is like, means everyone just uses the same guns in Warzone. And at least for the last season, that hasn't been true at all. I feel like every person I see is using a different kind of loadout. Like, obviously there's some weapons that show up a lot. So the Swiss and the Car are like the only sniper rifles that you see people using a lot of. Why wouldn't he have just used the Swiss there? That was a weird choice. But okay. And come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can't do it. Don't shoot the back of the truck. It's one of the best things about spectating, is it's super easy to criticize other people playing. Like, there's no way I probably would have killed that guy. I probably would have ended up getting killed myself. But when you're just watching someone and you've got nothing online, it's really easy to just criticize everything they're doing. He's got that really annoying watch, and I had this on by mistake for a while, where it makes little bats fly around on the left-hand side of your screen when you're aiming down sights. It's like what from the Halloween thing. And my god, is it annoying. Like there. It just constantly, like, diverts your focus away, diverts your attention away. It's the most annoying thing. And I didn't know what it was. It was like when I was streaming, somebody told me that, oh, it's your watch. Because I forget that watches are even a thing, because why are watches a thing? You never see them. Other people can't see them. You only see them when you do a stupid emblem. Otherwise, like, you know, okay, I suppose it's at the bottom of the screen. But you don't really see it very much. It just seems very, very silly to me. Gloves would probably be a better thing, because, like, I suppose you see your hands a little bit more. You see them when you're doing every animation. Yeah, for Warzone 2, I hope that they have a lot less guns. I hope that they really think about every gun they add to Warzone 2. I'd like there to be, like, a reason for it being in the game, rather than just it being because we want more guns. Like, you know, I'd like it if they thought, okay, we want a sniper support assault rifle, so something that's good at, like, short to medium range. And then they designed a gun that's designed to fit that category. And then they didn't do another one. And then they were like, okay, we want, like, a long-range assault rifle, so they designed something for that. And then maybe they could have, I suppose they could have, like, variants of, like, okay, we want a high damage but slow rate of fire one, or we want a very, very low damage but huge capacity one, you know, stuff like that. But just really thought about, okay, this is what the gameplay needs. This is what people might want a gun for. And I feel like that's the way they did it in Blackout. Like, in Blackout, it definitely felt like every weapon had a very specific purpose. Why are these people doing? Is he just testing out the PDS? I guess. He's just testing out the range of the PDS. Now you're in the gas and you're just absolutely burning that gas mask for no reason. Cool. I don't know, maybe he's making a little video and he wants to show off the thing. That's the kind of crazy stuff you do when you're making videos. So when I said there's going to be a weird range of abilities, apparently it's not, it's just everyone's a bit odd. We've just got a big group of people playing who are a little bit odd. Like, these people aren't looking for other players. They don't seem... He doesn't seem to be looking to, like, get prepared for the end zone. Like, he's not run off to go get, like, recons. He's not run off to get a self-revive. He's got a supply run. So, I mean, he'll get a self-revive, a free one from that if he wants one, but... This is very, very odd. You have to let me know in the comments, how much do you like being cut out of these? Do you like seeing the whole game? Like, my inclination is always that I quite like seeing the entire game. And I understand there's boring bits, but I kind of like seeing the sort of ebb and flow of a game. Although I know some people will just cut it down to like 8 minutes of highlights, you know, 8 minutes, because then you get the YouTube ad revenue and stuff. But... what do you prefer? Do you prefer 8 minutes versions where I cut it down to like just the good stuff, just the exciting stuff, which would be very hard to do in this video? Or do you prefer things where you have like the whole game from beginning to end so you can see the whole thing? Do let me know in the comments and I'll take that on board. I mean, I won't be able to change it for the rest of these videos because by the time you're watching these, hopefully I will be on a plane going somewhere. I didn't know that these rocks were there. There's loads of stuff like this in the Caldera map that I don't know about. Oh, that looks like he should have made it. That's another thing. That's another thing for my list of Warzone 2. I think that's going to be a feature of these videos for next week, is noticing things in the game that I wish would be different for Warzone 2. Which I was joking about with Cobb last night, that like... I keep saying things that like, oh, I hope this is better in Warzone 2. I'm really worried that Warzone 2 is going to be almost exactly like Warzone 1. You know how like when they said Vanguard was like on a completely new engine for Call of Duty, and it wasn't? You know, or a new version of the Modern Warfare engine, I guess. And I think a lot of people got really excited thinking that would mean there'd be really dramatic changes. And it was really quite minor changes. I'm worried that that's what Warzone 2 will be like. That Warzone 2 will obviously be using a lot of the stuff they've learned from Warzone 1. And does that mean that actually there'll be loads of similarities? Like, will we start seeing some of the same glitches and things like that? I hope not, but it's, you know, it's possible. Okay, he's got a car coming up right next to him. There you go. Easy, easy. No, how did that miss? I would be annoyed if I was that guy. That's sometimes when I get annoyed with sniper rifles in this game. That first shot looked like it definitely should hit him. It wouldn't have killed him. Oh, there's a guy right next to him. Didn't hit him at all. Sneaky boy. So this is Elvin96. He's got 6 kills, so we might see some more exciting gameplay from this guy. Yeah, he's using heartbeat sensor. He's seeking out kills. He knows he's looking for people. He's weirdly staring at the floor. Slightly strange. But yeah, Warzone 2, I'm worried it'll be really similar to Warzone. I hope that it's like a massive, like, generational leap. But I suppose, I mean, it has only been 2 years since the first Warzone came out, and assuming that Warzone 2 launches in March, it will only have been 3 years, which isn't a massive difference. Oh, he broke armor. It's gonna make this a lot easier. There, in that corner. Oh, that poor guy was just scared. I sort of feel sorry for him. So that other guy was using Car 98. I've seen lots of sniper rifles, lots of Swisses and cars. So he's using the Scarab Custom. What is that? It looks weird. Is it an MP40 just with a super weird stock and grip? I don't know. No, or is it a well gun? Maybe it's an older gun, I don't even know. He was using the Fafar in the car. Going for a rhyming loadout, which is always the best way to build your loadout. I did a really stupid video ages ago making fun of the way people make loadouts. Didn't get enough views. Everyone who viewed it really liked it. Didn't get pushed by YouTube because it's not the sort of thing people search for. Stupid parodies of loadout videos. Should check it out. Maybe it'll come up in the recommended for this. So this guy knows what he's about a little bit more. I mean, he's level 971, which just seems insane to me. Like, this is someone who plays a lot of Warzone. He doesn't look like he's slide cancelling right. Like, I'm not an expert on slide cancelling, but it looks like he's just sliding and then hopping. Like, he's not doing it quite fast enough. It definitely doesn't look like he's going fast because of it. It's so weird watching other people play when you can't, like, speak to them. You can't understand what's going on in their heads. Like, why does this guy keep aiming at the ground? Is it because he's, like, clearing up the top half of the screen so he can, like, scan visually and, like, see where other players are? He keeps doing this. He keeps ADSing, but, like, looking really low down. So I think he's now playing to win rather than hunting players. I think he just wants to play the edge of the zone, doesn't he? There's 18 people left. Once it gets down to this, like, you don't really want to be getting in fights that you don't need to, unless you're just going for, like, high kills or whatever. Because it's just pointless, you know, just let everyone else take each other out. If you want to win the game, let everyone else take those fights, and then you can mop up afterwards. He's in a good position. He's got a self-revive, he's got a gas mask, he's got 8 plates, he's got a precision airstrike, he's got dead silence. For some reason I thought dead silence was taken out of the game. I don't know why. I'm sure I've seen it in, like, loads of games that I play. I just don't ever think about it. It's one of those things that I don't ever think about until someone kills me with it and I get really annoyed. Yeah, I think what kicked me off talking about Warzone 2 again this time was the mantling. It would be really nice if the mantling in Warzone 2 was much more consistent. I don't know what it is. I can't think of another game that I've played where climbing up stuff is as frustrating as it is in Warzone. Where it looks like you should be able to jump and grab on something and you just don't. You just slide straight past it. I'm not sure what's different about the way it works in other games, but it would be nice if they could try and fix that. Personally, I think the answer is to do kind of what Fortnite does and just make it super generous. So it's like, okay, yeah, sometimes you'll grab on things that it looks like you shouldn't have been able to, but that's less frustrating than not grabbing on things that it looks like you should grab onto, if you get what I mean. Right. See there, he was walking up with a bush completely obscuring him. It's like, okay. He seems... What? Is he just pinging that for himself to let him know that he wants to hang out in this building for the final zone? I do like these little buildings. They remind me of the little buildings that you could climb up in PlayerUnknown. Was it PlayerUnknown or was it Blackout? No, maybe it's Blackout that had these buildings with the little ladder. So someone died up here horribly. And he's like, yep, I'm going to do the same. Like, it looks like someone got sniped through that window, I would say. So he's now going and looking out the same window. Which, to be fair, it is like, you know, you've got a good view of like maybe a third of the playable space. He can't see at all to the north though, really. Which feels like it's going to be annoying, because if someone was just rotating around the other way, he's not going to see them coming. I do think there's some awesome map design with stuff like that, where I don't know whether they do it for every single building, but a lot of the time it feels like you go into a building and the windows are placed in such a way where you've got a really good view for one particular area, but then there's something really annoying blocking something that's quite important strategically. And that sort of thing seems like good map design to me, like to stop any positions being like too overpowered. So like there'll be some trees in the way, or there'll be a big rock in the way, or just like one wall of the house will have all of its shutters closed so you can't see out of it. I think that's quite clever. What else are you lot hoping that we see in Warzone 2? Will we see things like, do you think we're gonna see like more destruction? Like, because that would ruin stuff, like, you know what I was just saying about like blocking sightlines using the shutters. Then what if you could just blow those shutters open? Suddenly you can now have sightlines across the entire map. Which, I mean, I suppose worked for Battlefield, but I don't know how well it worked for Firestorm, because Firestorm never really had a chance. As much as I loved it. So he doesn't know who anyone is. There's 5 other people left in zone. Oh, there's one guy. Someone knew where he was.
Only 5 left.
There we go. No Twitch TV. So this guy doesn't stream on Twitch. Kamikaze04. I wonder if he just spelt kamikaze wrong. Or if that's actually meant to be like, you know, like a play on karma, maybe? Don't know. This guy's got 8 kills, level 690. He's got that calling card. I quite like that one that you got from winning the Iron Trials on Rebirth. I like that. So he knows there's somebody in that house. Well, actually, 40 meters, maybe on the other side of that house. Maybe they're not actually in it. I thought that was someone there, but it's just at the top of a chair. So what's he using? What even is that thing? I don't even know what gun that is. With the weird handle on top. Like a FAMAS type thing, but I don't know. Could be something completely different. Okay, so that other guy's holding steady. Looks like everyone's going to be holding steady for a little bit. He's got the fancy skins though, so he's obviously played a lot of Call of Duty. I can't remember the last time I got the equivalent of Damascus. It would have been a long time ago, like Black Ops 2 or something. I don't even know if they had camos like that then, but I remember doing the camo grinds a long time ago in multiplayer. I feel like he's getting tunnel vision on that one guy. Like, there's another 3 guys in this lobby that he doesn't know where they are. He's gonna try and take him out. Okay, so he is in the house. Surely he wouldn't come out the front door. That'd be madness. Nope, he's gonna come out the front door. Cool. He's got a trophy set up in there. There we go. That's a really bad idea, but okay. You could just kill this guy with a cluster strike. Oh, then he got sniped. I told you. He needed to worry about the other people. He needed to worry about it. He got killed by Warzone. See if we can see Warzone before this game's over. So the guy in the house, I don't think knows that he's not about to get shot because he doesn't know that other guy's dead. Warzone sniping with 11 kills, level 920. Absolute beast. He hit that guy. Is he? I mean, he's going to hold him down. Bear in mind there is still another player somewhere. Oh no, that guy. Oh, it's not a very good shot. There we go. Good enough. So now he's up against one person. He's got a really fancy skin as well. What is that? Like purple shiny skin. I don't know all these camos. Let me know in the comments. What is that purple shiny skin? I mean, it's kind of ugly, but in a fun way. Kind of tacky. Oh! Now, that guy's going to sell Fres, but not enough. Warzone got the win. So, I enjoyed that. That was a weird game. Some quite good gameplay at the end there, and some super weird gameplay at the beginning. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm going to do a bunch more of these over the next week, so today and tomorrow, and then all of next week, and then I'll be back on like May 2nd. I'll be back around then to return to my regular streams and things like that. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. It does help me out an absolute bunch being a member. So if you want to become a member, that would be awesome. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.